right?
Mm-hmm.
They know about Grambling Southern. They know about Jackson State Alcorn, Jackson State, Mississippi Valley State to a lesser extent, Alabama A&M, Alabama State. People know about those rivalries. In the SIAC,
Mm-hmm.
what rivalries can you share? Like rivalries that people should look out for because since like Black collegiate sports, particularly on the football level, are resurging, having seen a resurgence in popularity the last 3 or 4 years. People are starting to learn more about these. So, what are the rivalries that people should look for in SWAC football? We won't talk about SWAC in general. Not SWAC. SIAC football that folks should be on the lookout for who they don't know. Folks don't really know about.
Well, I mean, of course, the inter-conference rivalry of, more so recent rivalry of Albany State and Miles. Because, of course, those have been the two teams that have really been competing for conference championships over the past few years. Then, of course, you got Clark and Morehouse because they're both neighboring schools in Atlanta. This new one, which is going to be very interesting, I'm waiting to see how the Savannah State, and Albany State rivalry starts to develop. Actually, with Fort Riley State as well, being that they're all neighbors right there. Right. In Georgia. So you start talking about a lot of these regional rivalries. But the biggest one with Miles and Tuskegee, of course, within the conference, Kentucky State and Central State, being in the neighboring states. But the one that's not within the conference that everyone should know about, if you don't, one of my favorite rivalries within HBCU football is Tuskegee and Alabama State. Especially because of the oh my God, what year was that? Was that 2018, 2019? Okay. The smack talk on social media alone between the two schools was to a point where I had to screenshot and save it for my future reference because of how entertaining it was alone. They were making videos against one another. They were taking shots at the validity of their logos, saying, oh my God, you ain't nothing but an old Auburn University logo with a different color scheme. and the fact that Tuskegee was actually leading the matchup between those two schools, and Tuskegee's D2, Alabama State's D1. So the fact that Tuskegee was dominating in that rivalry for a long period of time has made that rivalry so interesting. So that's one of the more interesting rivalries within that conference. But, everything, just like other conferences, are most definitely regional. So, yeah, everybody that's close to one another is most definitely going to be a rival within that conference.
Tuskegee and Alabama State. I have no damn clue.
Yeah.
Wow.
So my guess is that Allen and Benedict will probably be the next rivalry once Allen starts to get they head together and get themselves a little bit better within the conference play too.
So basically, I'm just thinking about this. How close are you probably mentioned this because like what you told me to do, I was waving at my son, he's about to go to bed. You didn't know I was on the podcast. But so I may have lost this may have been lost in translation of my end. So how close are Tuskegee and Alabama State in terms of like mileage?
Off the top of my head, that I don't know, but it has to be close, right. And it most definitely is a game that's not missed between the two programs. They most definitely let it be known about that rivalry and the fact, especially now, Alabama State has most definitely been getting the better end of that rivalry now.
Right.
But, Tuskegee let them know that we owned y'all for a long time now. Don't forget.
So when was so they used to play the game every year, football game every year, or do they still play every year?
Well, they did play it every year. Yeah, it was like maybe a year or two where they skipped it. But the thing was, it used to be the Turkey Day Classic, then they moved it to the Labor Day Classic. And if memory serves me, I think it's back at Labor Day again. I'm going to have to take a look at the schedule one more time to give you a full answer on that. But I know the SIAC fans are like, come on, T. Nash, you're supposed to know that. Sorry about that. I don't remember the SIAC schedule.